this is our FRC Hips Series. This is the functional range conditioning stuff that's been going around a lot lately. But what we're going to do is we're going to start off in this 90-90 position. So we're going to think this is 90 degrees, this is 90 degrees, and then this is in a straight line, and then this is 90 degrees. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn to try to get my chest over my front hip. I'm going to get my chest over my front hip, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to contract my body. I'm going to think of pressing down into the ground. So I'm driving down into the ground with this entire shin, and I'm driving down to the ground. I'm trying to get up to about a maximal contraction. Take about 10 or 20 seconds here, then I'll relax, and I'll lean forward a little bit more. I'll do that again. I'll press down into the ground for 10 or 20 seconds, relax, lean forward. I'll go through that 3 times. After that, I will turn, and my new goal is to get my chest straight towards this back leg, which I can't quite do, but the goal is to get it all the way there. If you can't quite do it, you can put your arms back and kind of turn to get there. But now we're working on internal rotation. So I'm going to do my best to get here, and then I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to drive this shin down into the ground for about 10 or 20 seconds, and then I'll relax and lean in, drive it down again for 10 or 20 seconds, relax and lean in. When I'm done with that, I'm going to start opening this guy up. So I'm going to kind of come up onto my toe here. I'm going to keep this guy pressed in. I'm going to open that up as much as I can. I can't go very far. I'll come back down. I'll open it up again. Get a little farther each time. I'll go through this for a series of maybe 3 to 5 reps until I feel like I'm nice and loose, at which point I'm just going to keep opening it up. I'm going to try and keep this pinned as long as I can, but eventually I'm just going to kind of come into this position here. I'm just going to hold this position, and I'm driving both my knees out. And then when I feel like I'm ready, I'll continue and I'll go over to the other 90-90. So now I'm 90 degrees here, 90 degrees here, 90 degrees here. And I'm going to repeat the same thing from the other side. After I've done both sides, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to start in my initial position, and when I think of lifting, trying to stay as vertical as I can, lift this up off the ground. For a count of 3, put it down, and then I'm going to try and lift this off the ground. You'll see that I'm not that great, so I'm going to have to tip over, but the idea is I stay as tall as I can, and I lift this up off the ground for about 3 seconds. And I'll go through 3 rounds each like that, and then I'm going to go through a series where I open up as much as I can, get my hips to disconnect, to disassociate from each other, turn, come back in here, and then I'll do 3 seconds here, and then 3 seconds here. I'll do that 3 times, and then I'll roll back through, and I'll go through that as many times as I feel like I need. I can go through all of this maybe once a day. It takes maybe 3 to 5 minutes, and it really gets the hips opened up real nicely, both internally and externally.